This Torah class is brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.
Okay, it's a great zchus to be here in Krakow at the Kever of the next great Rav of Krakow, Rabbi Yosef Nechemia Kornitzer, who lived from 1880 to 1933, but he was the Rav here in Krakow from 1925 to 1933. When he was the Rav in Krakow, he also delivered the famed drasha on the Ramah's yahrzeit. One of the things that he would say is, the practice was that on the Ramah's yahrzeit, the Rabbanan would get up and explain and give over a complex answer to answer one of the difficult rulings of the Ramah. But he would say, if we had enough seichel and intelligence, we wouldn't have the question to begin with. We wouldn't need to explain the Ramah. The Ramah's rulings would be self-explanatory. If you really want to bring honor to the Ramah, then you should fulfill the very first teaching of the Ramah. What's the very first teaching of the Ramah? Shivisi Hashem lenegdi tamid. You want to bring honor to the Ramah? Live with the cognizance of HaKadosh Baruch Hu always in front of you. I'll share with you two amazing divrei Torah from Rabbi Yosef Nechemia Kornitzer. First of all, we find that when Yaakov Avinu wrestled with Sari Shal Esav, so the pasuk says that he wrestled with Sari Shal Esav, and what happened to Yaakov Avinu? Nothing. Nothing happened to him. When it says he passed Penuel, and it does not say that Yaakov Avinu was limping. And then it says, Vayizrach lei hashemesh, when the sun shone, v'hud soilei al yerechai, then he was limping. So ask Rabbi Yosef Nechemia Kornitzer, why is it he's wrestling with Esav the whole night, nothing happens to him? Then the sun shines, and then all of a sudden he's limping? So he says very simple. Esav comes with two weapons. The two weapons of Esav is, he tries to kill us, he tries to attack us. That's something we always are able to stand up to, we're always able to resist, we're always able to overcome. But then Esav has another tactic, he has another strategy. Esav comes and says, let's be one, let's unite. He shows us friendship, he shows us fraternity, he shows us acceptance. That is a much more dangerous strategy against the Jewish people. That is something that always causes suffering to the Jewish people. Persecution, we will always overcome. Assimilation, that's the dagger, that's the vulnerable underbelly. Says Rabbi Yosef Nechemia Kornitzer, Yaakov wrestles with Esav the whole night, and what happens to Yaakov? Nothing. But Vayizrach lei hashemesh, as soon as the sun shines, and Esav smiles at us, that's when we're limping. Says Rabbi Yosef Nechemia, throughout Jewish history, when they try to persecute us, when they try to kill us, we always overcome. But when they try to influence us through assimilation, that is something that it's very difficult to overcome. And we see that in our own times. And here in Europe, they killed 6 million Jews, but there were many survivors. Unfortunately, in America today, more Jews have been lost to assimilation than were lost in the Holocaust here in Europe. And this is what Rabbi Yosef Nechemia taught. That we could wrestle with Esav the whole Golos, nothing will happen to us. But as soon as they smile at us, and finally, he said an amazing insight. This is not in the official Sefer on Lag BaOmer. Maybe in future editions. Rabbi Yosef Nechemia says, what's significant about Lag BaOmer? What happened on Lag BaOmer? We know that the various spheroids correspond to the Aves HaKadoshim, Avram, Yitzchak, Yaakov, Moshe, Aaron, and David. Lag BaOmer is the 5th day of the 5th week. Hoid Shebahoid. Who is Hoid? Aaron HaKohen. So the midah of Lag BaOmer is Hoid Shebahoid, the epitome of Aaron HaKohen. Aaron HaKohen's midah was what? Shalom. So the students of Rabbi Kiva did not have Shalom b'neihem. But on Lag BaOmer, which is the very epitome of Hoid Shebahoid, Aaron HaKohen, Shalom, this is the day the students of Rabbi Kiva stopped dying. This is the amazing insight of Rabbi Yosef Nechemia Kornitzer, the Rav of Krakow, until 1933. And here we have next to him the son, the ashes of Rabbi Yosef Nechemia Kornitzer's son, Shmuel Shmelko Kornitzer, who is the final Rav in Krakow, who was killed al Kiddush Hashem doing a shlichus in Auschwitz, and his ashes were brought here next to his father. Zechusam Yagen Aleinu v'al Kol Yisrael. Amen.
You've just experienced another Torah class brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.